Good evening students. Welcome to class 6 physics IIT class. Yesterday we have discussed some of the questions on concept building sheet. Today we will go with other few questions. So here the next question is the thickness of bundle of 225 papers is 18 centimeters. What they give thickness? Okay, how much it is? 18 centimeters. For how many papers? For 225 papers. Yes, for 225 papers, the thickness is 18 centimeters. And later, few papers are added to it so that the thickness of bundle becomes 22 centimeters. Here again thickness increases. So here thickness not thickness 2. First thickness is 80 centimeters. Later some papers are added. We don't know how many papers they are. But the thickness is increased to 22 centimeters and we don't know what are the papers. Let us assume those papers are its papers. Now we have to find out number of papers added to the bundle. That means how many papers they did not do. So we have to find that papers. So first of all, let us do this one. Let us find out the thickness of one paper in the first case. So how many papers? 225 papers and thickness. So how much thickness of one paper can you find out by total thickness by number of papers. That means 18 centimeters by 225 papers. So here you will get 0.04 centimeters. Okay. So here you will get 0.04 centimeters or 0.08. Okay. Later, now we have got thickness of one paper, right? Later what I have did? Thickness has increased to 22 centimeters. So how much thickness has increased? Thickness has increased to 22 minus 18. That means 4 centimeters thickness has been increased. It is 4 centimeters. Now we have thickness of one paper and what we have? Total thickness. We need to find out how many papers? No. So can we find out how many papers we have? See here, thickness is equal to 18 by 225. The thickness is how much? So thickness is 4 centimeters they give. And total thickness is how much? 22. 22 is the total thickness. In that we want only how many papers are added. Okay. So we can make it as 4 into 0.08. Okay, that means 4 by 0.08. 4 is a total thickness we have to, and how many papers? We don't know, but thickness of one paper is this much. Now we need to find out how many papers. Okay, how you will get 4 by 8 by 100. So you can make it as 4 into 100 by 8. Okay, 4 ones are 4 fours are 2 ones are 250. So how many papers are added? 50 papers are added. See here, first we have found out thickness of one paper. Okay, next we have found out number of papers added for the second case. That means the thickness is increased to 22 centimeters. So how much thickness of the second papers? 4 centimeters is the total thickness of the second papers. How much we have added? Okay, that one we have to, and we have to how many papers? Total thickness by thickness of one paper will be giving the number of papers added here. So here we got 50 papers. So 50 papers have been added to the papers for the second case. X is equal to 50 papers. Next one. If the smallest measurement that can be measured by using scale is 0.1 mm. What is the least count of the scale we use in our classes? Already we have discussed what is least count. The smallest measurement measured by instrument is called as least count. No? So what is the least count of the scale? Whatever we use, 1 millimeter, right? So here, but what they have said, the smallest measurement that can be measured by using scale is, if they use another scale which use the least count of how much? 0.1 millimeter, not 1 millimeter, 0.1 millimeter. Okay, it is smaller than that. Then the length of 1 meter in the scale is divided into how many parts? See, 1 millimeter in centimeters, how many parts it is divided? 1 centimeter is divided into how many millimeters? 10 parts. Yes. In the same way, meter scale is divided into the centimeters, how many divisions? 100 divisions, centimeters, right? Next, millimeters. Millimeters in the form of scale is how much? It is 10 to the power of 3, right? So here we have to find out scale. Then the length of 1 meter in the scale is divided into how many parts? So if this is a meter scale, in that what they are asking, how many millimeters should be divided to get 1 meter? Okay, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters or 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeters. Yes, in that way we have to find out the 1 meter scale, how many millimeter divisions are being divided. So here 0.1 millimeter is equals to 10 to the power of minus 4 meters. Yes, to the power of minus 4. How we go to the power of minus 4? That means 0.1 into 1 millimeter is equals to 1 millimeter into meters. 1 meter is equals to 1000 meters. Yes or no? Okay. 1 meter is equals to 1000 meters. That means 1 centimeter is equals to 100 meters. No? We have changed the centimeters into meters. That means 1 into 10 millimeters we get 1000 centimeters. So here 0.1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meters. That is 10 to the power of minus 4 meters. So 0.1 millimeter is equals to 10 to the power of minus 4 meters. So it will be 1 by 10 to the power of 4 meters. That means here 0.1 millimeters is equal to how many meters it is divided? It is divided into 10 to the power of 4. That means 10,000 parts it has been divided. Okay. Millimeters means 1000 parts, whereas 10 to the power of 4 millimeters, 0.1 millimeters means it is 10 to the power of 4, that is 10,000 parts. So here scale is divided into 10,000 times in 0.1 millimeters. If its least count is 0.1 millimeters, it is divided into 10 to the power of 4, that is 10,000. If it is only 1 meter, that means least count is 1 millimeter, so it is divided into 1000 meters. Okay. Now we will go to the next one. The length of a school playground is 400 meters and breadth is 100 meters. Find the area of the playground in the hectares. So here what is a hectare? 1 hectare is nothing but 10 to the power of 4 meters square. Okay, remember this value. 1 hectare is 10 to the power of 4 meters square. Now what they have given? Length of a school is how much? Length of a school playground is 400 meters and breadth of a school playground is 100 meters. How can we find out area of a rectangle? Simple. L cross B, that means length into breadth is equals to 400 meters into 100 meters. That is 40,000 meters square. So it can be written as, so what is this now? This is the area of the playground. Okay. So 4 into 10 to the power of 4 meters square, 190. Okay. So here how much it is there? 4 the formula of 1 meter is 10 to the power 4 meters square. Next one. So here are the submultiples of seconds. That means millisecond, microsecond. Okay, millisecond is 10 to the power of 3 and microsecond is 10 to the power of 6. Okay. Let us see. They are asking, what is the question is? 1 microsecond is equals to 10 to the power of x millisecond. Okay, these are small than the second, very small gap. Okay, 1 microsecond is equals to 10 to the power of x millisecond. What is this x value? We have to find out. Then 1 microsecond value is 10 to the power of minus 6 seconds. Okay, and 1 millisecond value is 10 to the power of minus 3 seconds. Now divide 1 microsecond and 1 millisecond. 1 microsecond by 1 millisecond, that is equals to 10 to the power of minus 6 second by 10 to the power of minus 3 seconds. So if we do this, what will get? 3 gets cancelled. We get 10 to the power of minus 3 seconds. Therefore, again take millisecond that side. 1 microsecond is equals to, so 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3 second becomes 10 to the power of minus 3 millisecond. Okay, we have got what they have given the question. Okay, 1 microsecond and 10 to the power of minus 3 milliseconds. So x value is how much? Minus 3 is the answer. Next one. See, if you remember, we have done, I have shown you how to find out the length of the coil by rotating around the pencil. Yes? So there we have used a formula. Diameter is, to find the diameter of the object, we have used number of turns by length of the coil. Okay. So here let us see. The problem is based on that condition. The number of rounds of a wire around a pencil are 24. That means if this is a pencil, it is surrounded by a what? Pencil. So thread. Okay. So the length is, number of turns are 20. So that means 24 times that it has been turned around the pencil. Then the length of the coil is 4.8 centimeters. See here, this is the pencil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in that way it will be. What they have said, 24 turns have been made by the coil around the pencil. Okay, 24 turns have been made. And what they have said, 24 are the turns. So number of turns is equals to, that means n is equals to 24. And what they said, how many turns they have made? That distance is 4.8. That means almost with the 4.8 centimeters. The distance, the threads have been round. That means the wire has been rounded around the pencil. So length is equals to 4.8 centimeters. Now what we have to find out? We can find out the diameter of the pencil. So we had a formula. Diameter of the object is equals to number of turns. How much? 24, and length is 4.8. So diameter is equals to length by number of turns. Total length, how much they have? Y, that is 4.8 centimeters. And how many turns they have made? 24. So just do the simplification. 48 by 24 into 10. 2 1 28 1 28 goes up. 2 1s are 2 5s are. Here you will get 0.2. That means as it is centimeters, 0.2 is the diameter of the pencil. Simple here. Turns, number of turns they have rounded, and length is how much place. Here if you can see here. See, this is a pencil. This is the number of turns rounded around the pencil, and the length is from, this is the starting point, this is a ending point, where the turn has started and where the thread has ended. Okay, that distance is 4.8. Okay, so here we had a formula. Diameter is equals to length by number of turns. What is the length here? 4.8 centimeters. 24 tons. So here we get 0.2 centimeters. Now next one is one more conversion. Convert 100 quintal into nanograms, where quintal is a multiple of kg and nanogram is the submultiple of the grams here. Okay, so here 1 nanogram is equal to 10 to the power of minus 9 grams and 1 quintal is equal to how much? 100 kg, right? So here 1 quintal is equal to 100 kg. So 100 into 100 kg. So that becomes 10 to the power of 4 kg. But what they gave gram. No, let us take this in the grams only. That means 1 kg is equal to how many grams? 1000 grams. So write it as into 10 to the 1000 grams. It can be written as 10 to the power of 4 into 10 to the power of 3 grams. So it becomes 10 to the power of 7 grams. Okay, this is for the quintal and nanogram we will see here. So nanogram, 1 nanogram is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 9 grams. So divide these two. What? 100 quintal by 1 nanogram is equal to 10 to the power of minus 9 grams. 100 quintal is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7 by 10 to the power of minus 9 grams. Then you will get, so it is just 7, no, not minus 7, 10 to the power of 7 grams. Then you will get 1 quintal. That means 1 quintal is equal to 10 to the power of 16 grams. Minus, if it goes up, it becomes plus. That means 10 to the power of 7 into 10 to the power of 9. That is 10 to the power of 60 grams. So 1 quintal is equal to 10 to the power of 60 grams here. So this is regarding the concept. In the next class we will be discussing concept fixing sheet. Thank you.